Hey, it's Michael Saul, but everybody calls me Tiny, and this video is Market Smashed, but will Santa come to town? This is stock market analysis for the week of December 10th, 2018. If you would like to receive intra-week updates from me, go to www.attackthemarkets.com, put in your first name, your best email address, follow the directions, and you will be on the distribution list. Facebook group is at facebook.com/groups/attackthemarkets. If you like what you're hearing on this video and not my 11-year-old screaming in the background, he's just getting abused by his two brothers on a video game, and you can hear it all the way here. Anyway, hit the thumbs up button and leave a comment so I move up the YouTube. And to never miss a new video when it is uploaded, click subscribe and smash that bell and you'll be notified. All right, so let's take a look at the market. So we had this triangle. We released to the downside, came back inside. I was thinking that we were going to go lower. Instead, we went higher. We came out the upside. Then I thought we had a chance of busting this double top. I actually sent an alert out or an update out in the intra-week update list that said triple tops usually do not hold. And that's still the case here. Now, this was not a triple top. We did not get up to this double top point right here. We fell shy. We opened up at the high of that day. We sold off. Then we got rooked. Then there was a day off in the middle of the week as President Trump declared a national day of memorial for President George Bush, who passed away. So the market was closed. And then on Thursday when it reopened, we gapped down, we sold lower, and then we rallied. So it looked like, hey, maybe this is a reversal, especially since it came right at these November lows. But no, it was not to be. On Friday, we sold back down. So now I am back to thinking that we are going to crack this 78.6% retracement. I have said it before, and I will say it again. The next time we crack this, I believe it will fire off some sell programs, and I think we are going down to at least the lows on the year here. However, that may happen pretty quickly. It may happen early next week, or it may happen, I don't know, maybe it takes the whole week if it continues to sell. But, I mean, it's really not that far of a move. I mean, we were down 6 points here, right, on Friday, and 6 and change, right? So if we were to leave 6 points here, let's call it 262 just for giggles, right? So we go down to 256. That would be another move equal to Friday's move. And then it's only a hop, skip, and a jump down to those lows. And like I said, maybe it doesn't happen in one day. Maybe it happens in a few days. Maybe it happens in a week. Maybe it doesn't happen at all. But I believe that if we break the 78.6% retracement, I think we're going to those lows. Now, from those lows, what can happen? Well, guess what? We can get a Santa Claus rally. Now, some people will tell you that the Santa Claus rally, the time window has already passed, but for it to start, but that is not the case. The Santa Claus rally can come later in the year, closer to Christmas. So there is an opportunity here that if we were to break down and we were to tag the lows, I think some more panic would set in. I think some more sellers would come in, and I think it would flush out the weak hands. And I think that there is a chance that we can get a Santa Claus rally going. Do I think we're going to new highs? Probably not, although stranger things have happened with whatever. I mean, as of Monday, there'll be how many days left of trading? I don't know. I mean, 20 official calendar days or 21 official calendar days. But with the holidays and all that, what is it? Maybe 17? Maybe, no, less than that.Maybe 14, whatever it is. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It would be if we're starting from the lows on the year, it would be need a really good couple of weeks to get up to new highs. I don't think that's happening here. I heard somebody today on the CNBC say that with dividends, the S&P is basically even on the year if you're counting in dividends. So it's not like the market is getting destroyed here. It just looks like we've been getting smashed because the candles on the way down have just been ugly. And then we just get these retracements. Although Thursday we did have a pretty nice reversal candle. But no, I mean, we even had good job numbers. The job numbers were disappointing as job numbers are concerned, but they were looked at favorably because they say, oh, this will just back up President Trump's talk about how to stop raising interest rates and everything, and this will help Powell make that decision much easier, whatever it is. So it was viewed as a bullish report, but no, it just didn't work out that way. Just the S&P just sold it off. The Dow similar, right? Looks basically the same. The Russell, yeah, the Russell was going to those February lows real quick. The Russell didn't have the fake out. It had the fake out down. It came back in, but then it did a second mouse gets the cheese, the second break. All right, and then it's almost at the new lows. It never broke out the upside of the triangle. Here's the mid caps. They did break out the upside, but again, the high was put in very early that session. And then here's the NASDAQ. Ran into the 50 and the 200-day, which had the quote-unquote death cross, and those do not test out really well, but everybody likes to talk about them. Anyway, the 50 crossing below the 200, that formed resistance, and now we're coming down here. All right, so in my opinion, I am looking for further downside here on the short term. I would love to get a little coil even for a couple of sessions and then break through, but I have a feeling that unless there is some really good perceived news, and even if it's got to be really over the top good perceived news, because if it's just like, oh, that's good news, oh, wow, the trade war's halted again, I mean, how long did that last, right? I believe that gap ups are more than likely going to be selling opportunities, and I think once we get through that 78.6, I just think we're going to go lower. As far as Bitcoin is concerned, I got a really nice email from somebody that said he couldn't believe how right I was on Bitcoin. Well, I didn't catch it short, right? But yeah, I mean, I was putting Bitcoin, I was giving Bitcoin a target of the low 3,000s, and with that, I think it has a shot to go down to 2,600 from here at a minimum. I think there'll be more selling in Bitcoin. Let's see what it's doing right now. Hang on one second. So I think Bitcoin is going to 3,441. No, that's just where it is now, right? So I'm making the prediction in the present, right? But so it's around 3,400. I think it went down to 32s. I don't even know. But I think it has a good chance of breaking 3,000 and going down to the mid 2,000s here. Yeah, I don't think it's going to zero. I know a lot of people are talking about Bitcoin going to zero and it's all over and all that. I don't see it doing that. I don't think it's a buy down in the 2,600s. But I think that's going to be the next stop. I think once it breaks 3,000, it could get there pretty quickly. So it was a nice email, and you're welcome. I hope you made some money on it. I didn't short it, but if you did, yeah, congrats. It was unclear whether you did or not, but yeah, I think that all the air just got taken out of it. I think all the hype from last year, people realized, hey, it's not replacing the banking industry, at least today. Right, it's going to be a little while if that indeed happens, if crypto indeed does circumvent the banking system and all that. And, now everybody, of course, is coming out talking about how they knew and this and that. But now these were the same people that were touting this to the next, that it was going to go to 1 million, right? But whatever it is, I stayed away from it. I can't sit here and say I made any money on it on the upside, any money on the downside. But let's see where it goes from here. I know I still get an email occasionally on crypto, but anyway, that's the deal with that. So short update this week. Not really much more to say other than I am watching this 78.6% line, and I think once it breaks, I think we're going to be heading to that. Well, like I said, I don't know if it makes it in a day, but I think that's a nice shorting opportunity there, either to short the S&P, short some high beta stocks, or look to play the inverse, whatever it is. And of course, the best part about this is if you use this line as a trigger, you know where you're wrong, right? Now, of course, a quick fluctuation down and up is one thing, but if it breaks down below it, and you can do whatever you want, right? It's your money. But if it breaks down below it and goes a little bit, now you know where your stop is. Because the worst thing is you stop out, and then maybe it comes back, right? You stop out for a real small loss or even a break even. It comes back, and then it goes again, and then you get back in again. Like, I just love when I talk to traders and they're like, oh, well, I just keep stopping out, break even. What would you rather do? Stop out for a big loss? Right? That's the point of trading, is to try to keep your losses as small as possible so that when you're right, okay, if you have a lot of little losses or maybe just a bunch of break evens and commissions, when you're finally correct, it more than makes up for it. That's what I'm looking for here, all right? What is the alternative? Let's talk about the alternative. I always like to do that. So what happens if we don't break that line, or if we just break the line, go down to the October low, and maybe turn from there? Yeah, there is an opportunity, perhaps, that we do get some strong money inflows and go up to the highs. I don't think so at this point, but getting green on the year, without dividends, right? Like I said, I heard the person on CNBC say that with dividends, it's basically flat, right? So just get green on a pure price. Yeah, sure, it's possible. Get back above the 200-day. Sure, it's possible. It has a death cross here as well, the 50 cross below the 200-day. I'm not ruling it out. Right now, though, in my opinion, okay, the path of least, I would say resistance, but that doesn't make sense. The path of least support, right, is to the downside. I think if we trigger here, like I said, I think we're going to lows. Questions, tiny@attackthemarkets.com. Don't forget to join the intra-week distribution list so you'll stay on top of the market with my updates, okay? That's it. Give me a like, leave a comment, and I will talk to you in the intra-week updates or in next week's video.